There's a major new competition series on Oxygen called The Battle of the Ex-Besties. This is premiering Tuesday, February the 14th, Valentine's Day, at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific time. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an awesome show. I had a chance to check out one of the screeners for this show, and I did not leave my television set. Like, I was glued into the television set because of how intriguing this show is. It's an exciting new series that follows 14 former BFFs who are forced to confront and hopefully forget past differences in order to win a life-changing $100,000 grand prize. What a great theme to a reality show. It's called Battle of the Ex-Besties. It's happening Tuesday, February 14th on Oxygen, 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. I have one of the stars of the show. His name is Trevor. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good. Welcome to the show, Trevor. Now, I need to ask you a question because according to the part of the program that you are involved in, you're involved with a former BFF by the name of Melissa Erickson. And according to this whole situation, three is definitely not a crowd when it comes to besties and significant others. Trevor, you fell out of BFF love with Melissa when, unfortunately, your attention began to shift to the boyfriend Eric, and after Melissa landed the stage manager position for a musical that cast you as a dancer, she got you fired after you skipped out on a dress rehearsal to attend an event in Sin City. Your relationship has never been the same since. Melissa has since moved out of their apartment. Trevor, give me the background on this. What happened?
Well, I mean, it's just that classic story of kind of three's a crowd. We were best friends all through high school. Growing up, we lived together in college, and I started dating somebody. And so I kind of turned my attention away from hanging out with her to the person I was dating, and she didn't really like it so much. So, yeah, we were doing a musical together, and she got me kicked out of the show, and we both actually kind of moved out of the apartment overnight and didn't tell each other and kind of kept it secret and both moved out the same day. So it was a big hot mess.
So how difficult has it been? I mean, tell me the experience that it was to actually see Melissa one-on-one once the show started filming. How difficult was that to initially see each other?
I mean, it was a shock. I mean, talk about awkward. I haven't seen this girl in like 5-6 years. And we left on pretty bad terms, and I'm thinking that I'm going to go and compete on this show and try to win $100,000 for myself, and then, the first day she turns the corner and she's there and she's my partner. It was a shock. I didn't even know what to say.
So, Trevor, what are some of the things that our listeners that are potential viewers of this great show that I'm already calling great because I've seen the first episode, but what are some of the things that our listeners can expect to see on this show?
I mean, you're going to see us do some ridiculous stuff, like running through a horse track, doing a mud run, running down Hollywood Boulevard covered in filth. All of the challenges that we had to do were designed to test our friendship even more, and kind of test it even more to see if we can put our differences aside to win the money. So it gets really interesting. A lot of teams had a lot of drama, so it's going to be pretty interesting.
I mean, I absolutely can't even fathom being able to become friends again with someone who fired me from a position that I wanted to be a part of for so long, especially a musical, especially if you're in that industry. I wouldn't be able to become friends, and no amount of money would allow me to be friends again with that person. But when you say $100,000, I mean, Trevor, it's hard to deny that, right?
I mean, that's a life-changing amount of money, And the first day that we were there, and we found out that, we were pretty much going to be stuck with our ex-bestie, we had the option to leave if we didn't think we could do it for the show. But, that's a lot of money. So it's worth trying to put your differences aside, for a life-changing amount of money.
So let me ask you this question. I mean, obviously, we don't want to give away any spoilers or anything, but, I mean, $100,000, I'm sure you've had to have fought with it mentally, like, yeah, this girl used to be my ex-bestie, she fired me, but I might be able to do this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was like, listen, I'm not a big fan of hers, but I can put it aside. You know what I mean? Try to be the bigger person because that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? And especially when I was going there to compete for it already, I'm already there. You know, I didn't want the fact that I'm stuck with her to try to hold that back. You know, and plus, it wasn't even just being with her. It was I was in a house with 14 other women. I was the only boy, so it was a lot. It was pretty challenging.
Trevor, tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you still trying to become involved in the industry for musicals or even on stage?
You know, I'm in Vegas now, and I work in nightlife here in Vegas, and I also work in the salon in Mandalay Bay doing hair. So I've kind of turned a little bit to other things. So that's what I'm doing now. You can catch me doing hair in Vegas, and I also work in nightlife.
So is this your first ever program that'll be on the air as far as you participating in one reality show?
Yeah, this is the first thing you'll see me in, yeah.
And tell me about your experience having to now kind of have your life in front of cameras pretty much 24/7. Was that a big shock to you?
It was. I mean, listen, I didn't even fully know that's what I was getting myself into. You know, it's a new show, so even the castmates, you know, obviously I didn't know the whole ex-best friend twist. I didn't even know I was going to be living in a house filmed 24/7, so it was hard. It was a lot harder than you think, you know what I mean? Like, people have told me before that you kind of get used to the cameras, but you don't really get used to a camera waking you up at 7 in the morning in your face, you know what I mean? So it took some adjusting to, definitely.
Well, the show is called Battle of the Ex-Besties. It premieres Tuesday, February the 14th at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific Time on the Oxygen network and channel. Folks, you don't want to miss this. It's an exciting new series that follows 14 former BFFs who are forced to confront and hopefully forget past differences in order to win a life-changing $100,000 grand prize. Once again, Battle of the Ex-Besties, premiering Tuesday, February the 14th, 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific Time. This is happening on Oxygen. Very real. All right, Trevor, thank you so much for joining us on the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show this morning.
Thank you for having me. I hope you guys check out the show. It's going to be really great.
Yeah, we'll be rooting you on and hoping that you can become besties again with your ex-bestie in order to win that money.
Yes, vote for Team Trelissa. That's us.
All right. Trevor, thank you so much. Have a great day, okay?
Thank you. You too.